need to retwist terribly. All right, let me get the tweet out. Give me 1 second. Is this my... Okay, this is my page. So from the Knicks wall, I need to then go to YouTube. Yeah, it's going up today. Finally, some prosperity. Boom. Tweet the link. Yes. All right. I need to retwist. All right. And as the people pour in, shout out to y'all. You know what time it is. You know what we're here to do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Knicks fans here, there, and abound. Welcome to Postgame Prosperity with I Hate Sean. This is Postgame Prosperity. I'm I Hate Sean, and the Knicks got a blowout victory tonight against the Wizards. The beautiful thing about it is that everything we asked for in pregame prayers, we pretty much got. RJ had an excellent game. It wasn't the 30-piece that I thought I sensed, but 21, 5, and 5 on just... He just looked like he was in such great control. I really wish we would have allowed him to run the offense more, but I won't even get into that right now. Julius Randle, I mean, we knew he would dominate. We knew they didn't have anyone to deal with him. Rui Hachimura, Denny Avdia, Alex Len all sound like a bunch of people that have no idea how to contain Julius Randle in any way, shape, or form. 37 points. I mean, when I knew he was going to cook tonight, I didn't know he was going to go 7 to 10 from 3. He had a mellow moment when he hit those back-to-back threes. It was amazing. It really, it felt like a mellow, like prime mellow in the Garden. Like, it was, oh, man. It was beautiful, man. It was a great game. We got 20 points from Alec Burks. We got Mitchell Robinson back to form. 16 points, 12 boards, 7 for 9 from the field, 3 blocks. It's 12 of his 12 boards, 7 were offensive. I mean, the impact that he has on the floor is just amazing, and it's so beautiful to have him back. And I like to see. I'm happy to see him get comfortable. I was hoping to see him be more comfortable this game. He played 30 minutes, 16 and 12, 3 blocks. You can't ask him for much more than that. He looks pretty comfortable. It's beautiful to see. We're a better team because of Mitchell Robinson. When he's on the floor, we're a better team. So it's really nice to see him be able to get back in his stride. Let's get to the comments, man. Let's get to the comments right away, man. It's a great day to be here. What's good, Sean? What's going on, Jamal? How you feeling? We in the building. Yes, what a great win. Happy to be here. It just feels great. RJ Hive, we are here. Here. Most certainly. You see it? Okay, well, hopefully you see it. RJ is here. You saw it. Boom. Obi Toppin, IDK man, more like Obi not in. Yeah, Obi's struggling right now, man. It's tough. Hopefully those struggles don't go on for too long. And he's able to, I think at this point, you know, if there's anybody that should be G League, I think that not even in a slight to Obi, but I just think that the G League would do him well just to give him a reset. Let him find the spots back on the floor. Let him get comfortable. And let him get his confidence back, because clearly his confidence is absolutely shot. And it's not going to improve by doing what he's doing out there. And that's also not helping the team. So I would like to, at this point, Kevin Knox should be getting those minutes, just see what he can give us. You know, he shoots pretty well when he gets in the games, whether it's for 30 seconds, whether it's for an extended period of time. So I'd like to see Kevin Knox get a shot and see what he can do in that position. Just ordered my RJ jersey. Salute. Welcome to the club. You feel me? Matter of fact, they said to G League my guy, bro. They said to G League him. Those idiots, Those fools, those dumbasses, those imbeciles, those half-wits said to G League, my guy. And now look at him on a nightly basis, man, showing up and showing out. We love to see it. So proud of RJ, man. He's just so poised in transition, the Euro step on Bradley Beal. Like, yo, you're too little, sir. The ISO moves and the way he's able to use that little spin and hit that fadeaway in the lane. Like, he just looks so comfortable scoring in so many different ways and creating for others. And he didn't hit as many threes tonight. Some of them rolled out or whatever. But, you know, he just, man, I'm so proud of RJ Barrett. So proud of where he's at in year 2. And they really said to G League, my guy, bro. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yo, how about Rawan? You know what it is, Leo. You know what it is. You know what it is. Yes. Respect, my guy. And defensively, too. 2 blocks. Threw Russell Westbrook shit into the 6th row. Like, excuse me, sir. I'm a grown man. Like, I know I'm 20 and I can't legally drink, but I don't know who you think you're about to bully to the basket in transition. I'm the transition bully. Oh my goodness, RJ Barrett in transition is such a beautiful thing. The kickouts he made to Reggie, the kickouts he made to Alec Burks in the half court and the Reggie in the half court. After the one he made to Reggie in transition where he hit Reggie in the right corner for 3, it was a beautiful kickout in transition. Then he was driving from the left side. Beat his man, got a step, and made a beautiful pass. Made an absolutely beautiful pass over to Reggie and hit him in the corner. Bang. Then the drive, he draws the entire defense. Alec Burks in the corner, pretty bounce pass out to the corner. Bang. We need to run our offense through RJ more. Like, no slight to Alec Burks, he was hooping today. But I mean, like, let him hoop by spotting up in the corners. Like, let RJ be the person, like, as he needs as many of those touches as he can get. Like, we don't have to run the offense through Alec Burks so much. We don't. If Alec Burks and RJ are on the floor, I want RJ to be the primary initiator. I mean, he's so effective in that, and he's shown he continues to grow in that role. He's unstoppable getting to the basket, man. I mean, he gets stopped every once in a while, but he just gets there so well. He's so strong. One-on-one, there's not a lot of guys. I mean, that's not a lot of guards who are dealing with RJ one-on-one right now, and oh, man, it's such a beautiful thing to see, bro. Like, just a two-way stud in year 2. Two-way stud in year 2. RJ Barrett, they let him off the all-rookie team. Some idiot said to G League him. People were saying to trade him like a month ago, saying that, oh, he'll never get this and blah, blah, blah. Knicks fans in January were having horrible takes about RJ Barrett, talking about, oh, he's not. Oh, my goodness. Oh, shame on them. Jamal says, bro, Julius was in his bag. He could have dropped 50 if he wanted to. Yo, he really could have. Yo, he was cooking, cooking in ways that, like, we've seen Julius cook, but I mean, like, he looked so comfortable out there. Like, it was, the Wizards are food, and I hate when it doesn't work like I want it to. It says we're coming back for seconds. My handwriting sucks, and it didn't focus properly, whatever. But yeah, the Wizards are food, and we're coming back for seconds, bro. Like, 100%. We're spinning the block on Thursday. There's no reason we shouldn't beat the shit out of this team again. One thing I appreciate about the Knicks this year is that we're doing a pretty good job on teams that we're supposed to handle. Like, every once in a while we'll slip up and we'll have a letdown, but when there's a team we're supposed to handle, we take care of them. The Wizards especially. We've had games where in that season where Wall and Beal were both out, and we got beat by sound ways to lose to the Wizards no matter how bad they've been. So with them being at pretty much full strength and having their guys, and like, we're a better team than them. We showed that. They came in here and we beat the shit out of them. We ran them out of the gym from the jump. We gave up too many points in the first quarter, 39-31. I was happy with the offense, 39 points in the quarter, but you shouldn't give up 31. Should have been a bigger gap. We went in the half, 69-49. That means we gave up 18 points in the second quarter and scored 30. I'm cool with that. That's where you create that separation, and we put our foot on their necks in the third quarter. We shot 53% from 3 tonight. Beautiful. Beautiful. The ball moved. Guys found guys. We got out in transition. We defended incredibly well, bro. The switches, the rotations. The defense was really, really good when it was good. I mean, yo, number 1 defense in the NBA, bro. I don't know if we're number 1 right now, but top 3 at all times. We're a top 3 defense. I can always count on that, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I'm so happy. But yeah, Julius was phenomenal, bro. 7 for 10 from 3. Had a mellow moment. Like, was really knocking threes in from all over, off the dribble. You know, he was cooking, like, he was treating Bradley Beal like Julius was a guard. Like, He wasn't even really trying to bully Bradley Beal like that. He was like, "Come here, I'm gonna cook you." And then Bradley Beal got in his face and they were going back and forth and they had that during the free throws or whatever. Next possession down, Randall comes hits him with a pump fake, gets him on the drive, pulls up, Brad Beal's on the floor, put him on his ass for running his mouth. Exactly. Love to see it, bro. Love the game from Julius tonight. Wish he could have gotten a 40. But loved what I didn't so much love. If we're gonna we're evaluating the whole game, it got to a point where I think the Bradley Beal thing got in his head. Even though he hit that jumper after and he got 37, he didn't really score a whole lot after that, and that's because I think at that point it became personal. And in a way I like that. He was picking up Brad Beal on the other end. I was like, oh, this is a lot. Hold on, what's going on here? We don't need to have Julius guarding Brad. But I like the competitive fire, but it took him out of his rhythm. I think he was trying to go at Brad or force things. He wasn't looking the same way he normally. There was one time RJ made a cut to the basket while he had it in the high post or on the elbow sort of, and RJ cut to the basket wide open, and Julius didn't look. He saw him but didn't look, and that never really happens. It's not as open as RJ was there. There were a lot of opportunities, a couple times where he could have kicked out to Reggie, where Julius just lets that one go, but he started forcing a little bit, and it took him out of a rhythm. But hey, man, 37.7 for 10 from 3. Excellent performance, bro. He really buried them in the third quarter. There was nothing they could do about it. Mellow moment. Beautiful. We love to see it. Leo says, he is a grown man. Stop playing with RJ Barrett's name. Stop playing with his name. You see it. You see it. Stop playing with my guy's name, bro. They really said to G League him. They said so many stupid things about him. They told us that Rui Hachimura was better than him. And then today he just walked around him to the basket. That's all I could think about when RJ just literally he was like, oh, you're out here? Come on. And just walked him to the basket and scooped it. It was like, oh, this is too easy. They said Rui Hachimura was better than him, bro. They said Cam Reddish was better than him. They said Tyler Herro was better than him. They said Terrence Davis was better than him. They said so many people were better than him. They left him off the all-rookie team, period. So disgusting. And because they let him off the all-rookie team, they almost had to give him MIP. It's not even a flash in the pan of, he had a good couple of games. Nah, bro, RJ's been hooping for a smooth month and a half, on a nightly basis, damn near. And it's a beautiful thing to see, bro, to be at 20, to be the second best player on a playoff team, and a guy that can be that dependable and is a two-way stud, bro. Love it. Absolutely love it, man. So happy with RJ Barrett. Stop playing with him. Don't play with that boy. He is not one of them. In his bag. Yo, how about Rawan? In his bag. In his bag, Leo. Oh, both Leos were saying it. In his bag, bro. RJ was in his bag. He looked comfortable all over the court. It didn't matter who was on him. It didn't matter. He was picking his spots. He's really becoming a 3-level scorer. I don't know, bro. RJ, I'm so happy. Truly, words can't even express. The RJ Statement jersey has been working wonders. Yo, keep rocking that shit, Leo. You're doing a great job. Excellent purchase. Jamal says, and there's no chance I'm giving up on Obi yet. No shot. I'm not giving up on him either, but give him some time away, put him in the G League or whatever. Or if somebody else, somebody asked, what a package of Knox, Obi, and a first could get us. And I really don't know. Because one, it depends on who it is. I don't really know what the price, I don't really know what the market is right now. So that first move is going to have to be made to assess the market for this trade window. And I don't really know what teams value Obi as. If they've seen him playing with us, I don't think it would be very high. Knox doesn't have a lot of value either. So you have those two guys that are young and there's potential there. And Obi was just a top 10 pick. So maybe plus a first round pick. I'm not really sure what that could net us though. But if it could net us something pretty good, I'm with it. I'm not giving up on Obi. I'm not saying he's done, but I'm not saying he's untouchable either. If the opportunity presents itself, you got to do what you got to do. But I do love Obi, and I wish him the best. I hope that I feel like just put him in the G League or just take him out of rotation right now. Give him some time. He doesn't have it right now, and it's only getting worse by trying to force it. So give him some time. Michael says, great team win tonight. Julius cooking RJ a superstar. Yo, RJ is really a rising superstar. It's crazy. He's the definition of a rising star right now. He's one of the youngest rising stars in the NBA, and he's on our team, and he's doing it nightly, and he's doing it right now, and he's only going to get better. He's 20 years old. Can't even legally drink. 20 years old. And so, yeah, he's going to be a superstar, bro. Imagine this is year 2 RJ at 20 years old. Imagine year 3 RJ at 21, or year 4 RJ at 22, or year 5 RJ at 23. Imagine year 5 RJ at 23. Like, yo, I'm thrilled, bro. Thrilled. This is amazing. When's the last time we had a prospect like this? Like, not even a prospect. It's not a prospect anymore. But when's the last time we had a guy like this? Like, somebody that we drafted who was like really like, a bona fide rising star. And like on both sides of the ball, 20 years old, the charisma, the work ethic, like he has it all. The only guy we ever could believe in that we drafted recently was that 7'3" Latvian bum. And he had no cojones at all and no code and was despicable as a human being and frail. But RJ, man, like this is different. Like this is a guy you can build around. You really can build around RJ Barrett, and to have a superstar in Julius Randle. I mean, I don't know what the word superstar. Some people say there's only like 4 or 5 superstars. I'm cool with that, whatever. But Julius Randle is a star. So to have Julius Randle as a star, and then have RJ Barrett as a rising star who's stepping into his stardom, like that's beautiful to have. And you're not even counting Mitchell Robinson, and who does amazing things at his position and is just ridiculous. You can see the impact that Mitch has on the floor when he's on the floor. It's amazing. And what IQ, like I wish he got more minutes tonight. But the things that he's able to do to a defense is just beautiful. It really is. Like I love this team, bro. I love this team, and I'm really like the trade deadline is coming. I'd like to see what kind of move may be made. Hopefully we get a certain guy out of here. I love this team though. Boom. Tommy says RJ is a beast already. His passing is mostly great, bro. RJ is a beast, and yes, his he can improve. Of course, there's things to improve on. There's room for improvement, and we see it. But seeing the room for improvement and seeing him like he makes up for that room like almost on a night to night, week to week basis. Like he just keeps getting better, and we keep seeing more out of him. And like that's why I want to see him get as many reps as the primary initiator, because he does a really good job at it, and he's improving at it even. I mean, maybe they want to bring him along slowly with it. I don't know, but he does a really great job at that. Yeah, I love his passing. I've always loved RJ's passing. He's a good playmaking wing, and we need to put the ball in his hands more often and run more of the offense to him. Dario Avila says Mitch is dominant, bro. Mitchell, stop it, son. Mitchell, lobbing, son. Like, stop it, son is for when he gets blocks. Lobbing, son is clearly for lobs. I mean, 7 offensive rebounds, bro. He was out there playing catch and volleyball and all kind of games with himself. It was crazy. Like he was a force to be reckoned with. Like in his entire stint on the court, a force to be reckoned with. They couldn't do anything about him. It was beautiful. And yeah, he really he gives us a size advantage instead of when we didn't have him. A lot of times we were like in trouble with teams had size. Like it would be an issue for us. And clearly he was out there looking like a bully, man. It was beautiful. He was everywhere. He was active. He was playing smart. I'm so happy, bro. 30 minutes. He seems comfortable. He's getting back into more of a rhythm, and hopefully he can continue to play 30 minutes going forward. Like that's wonderful. Brendan says, yo, great win, but I think it's time to talk about Obi. Knox should get all of his minutes for the remainder of the season. The remainder of the season is a big statement, but I do agree that Knox should be receiving Obi's minutes at this point. Like, at least give Knox a shot. Give Knox a shot. If he doesn't produce out there, whatever, then you try Obi again. But yeah, like at this point, you're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole with this Obi thing, and just he needs a break. Whether it's in the G League to get his footing back, to get more comfortable on the court, to get the confidence up, or whether just on the bench watching the games and waiting his turn. But yeah, at this point, it's like all right, yeah. I was pretty late on the train of stop playing him or give Knox his minutes, but give Knox his minutes at this point. And honestly, Knox is younger. Like you never know. Like so, I don't know. Like hey, boom. Shane says, we here, 10 toes, every single one of us, they can't handle it. Right back at 500, and we coming back for seconds on Thursday night and going over 500 because there's no way we're not about to beat the shit out of this team again. Watch. You know what? Sometimes I do that, and then it don't look good after. I would hate that. But nah, I'm very confident about this. I fully believe in it. We about to smack the shit out of them. the team themselves, like every single player individually, would have to come explain to me why we lost on Thursday after the way. Like, this team cannot match up with us at all. This team is not equipped to play with us. We weren't even playing that well at stretches in the game, and we were beating the shit out of them. Jamal says, I miss Mitch so much, bro. So much, man. He's so dynamic. He helps us so much on both sides of the floor. His gravity as a roll man improves our spacing, truly. Like, and like, teams have to account for him at the rim, in the dunk spot. And if they don't, he's there. I mean, and a couple times we missed him today. Like, he could have had a 2012 game for sure. But he's just so good, bro. He's so good, and he's barely scratching the surface. That's the crazy part, like Mitch has made immense improvements this season, like huge. Even the ability to stay on the floor, like everything, the way he's anchored the defense, he's made so many improvements. He had a minor setback with the injury, and it looks like he's about to pick up right where he left off. And he's an integral part of this team this season and going forward. And it's beautiful to see. I love Mitchell Robinson so much, and I'm glad that he's back. I missed him so much. We all did. Boom. Michael says, I feel bad for Obi right now. We haven't used him to his strengths all year. Please get my guy in the pick and roll. Damn it, the comment moved itself. Please get my guy. Oh, damn it, the comment moved itself. Okay, please get my guy in the pick and roll going downhill. Michael, I agree with you. Like, I mean, but at the same time, Obi has to do better, period, just himself. But I do agree that he can be used better. I was saying before that it just only playing for Randall is tough, especially when we didn't have Mitch. I feel like we could have done more Randall Obi lineups, but I mean, maybe they knew something I don't. Maybe Obi's not ready to be on the floor that much. I can't really argue it with the product that we're seeing on the floor, but they definitely could put him in some pick and rolls, get him going downhill, allow him to use that, even allowing him to be make that read as the short roll man. And, make some things happen in offense. He's a good passer, so play to his strengths. I agree with you. Like, we should be playing in his strengths more with the time that he's out there. He's struggling, but we're also not helping him a whole lot. I think Obi misses D Rose as much as anybody does, and actually more than anybody does by far. Like, D Rose was able to draw a lot of defensive attention, and he was always looking for Obi at the very least. So Obi's not really getting those looks. But yeah, I'm not really sure why you don't put him in pick and roll. We really should be playing his strength, especially if you're going to keep playing him. I think that at this point, Knox should be getting the minutes over him. But if you are going to put him out there, at least use him correctly while he's in the game. Leo says, RJ went Kyrie Irving plus Manu Ginobili tonight. It was beautiful. Bro, when he was really sizing guys up and giving a size up dribble, I was like, yo, hold on. He's getting jiggy out here. It was beautiful. He was in his bag. Yo, he was in his bag. He just looked really comfortable offensively. The sky is the limit for RJ Barrett, and I'm so excited. Wow. There's no altitude that I will not go with him to. Like, this is amazing. And it's really only year 2. He's only 20 years old. I think about that all the time. Every time he does something, especially with this move where he's turning his back and using his size to shake the defender off and create the space to hit the fadeaway in the lane. And the touch on that, because a couple times it hits the rim, but it's going in. Like, that's his move, and it's like with his strength and the way that people have to account for him going to the basket and the way he's able to use his body to get there. When he uses his body and changes direction and already creates that shot, and now he's just taking that fadeaway in the lane by himself, pretty much. It's money. It's a beautiful move, and he's 20 years old. But boom, low-key depressing watching Theo Pinson walk back to the bench at the end when he didn't get in. Yeah, I was really hoping. At one point, Mitch looked like he tried to take a foul. It sucks to not see him get a chance to get in at the scorer's table. But I mean, he's a great sport. He's a great teammate, so I'm pretty sure he's not tripping. It was a blowout win. I'm sure they're all very happy. But yeah, I definitely wanted to see Theo get his shot today because after coming to the scorer's table and having to come back, it was like a minute and a half with no dead ball. It was kind of crazy. And IQ got in and really just got right back to cooking. Like, it was, what he hit Raul Neto with. Like, at first I thought he pushed off, but then after seeing the replays, it's like, oh no, he just got him. Like, oh my goodness, that step back was filthy. Emmanuel Quickly is amazing, bro. We need to have him on the floor more. Like, we really do. I don't know what's got to be figured out, but he needs to be on the floor more. Like, he's just extremely volatile offensively. Like, we can get a lot out of him. And that step back was crazy. He set his feet perfectly when he got back to the line. Dean says, imagine a world, IQ, Lonzo, RJ Randall, and Mitch, Rose, Burks, Frank, or Reggie, Obi, and Noel. Okay, so I absolutely love that starting lineup. That Lonzo, IQ, RJ Randall, Mitch starting lineup is probably what I'm going to go to sleep thinking about. I've been thinking about it all day. Every single report that links Lonzo to us makes me think about it even more because that lineup would be so beautiful and it would be such perfect basketball. And Rose being the sixth man off the bench would be perfect for that. Now, as far as the rest of the lineup, where you say Rose, Burks, Frank or Reggie, Obi, and Noel, I don't know how all of those people are still here when we get Lonzo. Like, what are we trading for Lonzo? I don't know what Lonzo's price is. I know I'm willing to pay it, though. I don't think it can be crazy high, but I'm willing to pay it. Get Lonzo Ball here, bro. He would help a lot. He's a great defender. He's an excellent passer. He's been shooting the three at like a 38, 39% clip with pretty high volume. Yeah, and he just continues to improve. He's got a great feel for the game. He would improve this team instantly. He would make everybody better right away. I think that RJ points per game would go up by like 4 with Lonzo coming here, just because he'd get more transition opportunities. A lot of times RJ is ready to get on transition, and guys don't necessarily look up or like advance the ball. Frank almost always does, which I love. I love when Frank is in the game and RJ's in the game, because when RJ starts taking off with his hands up, Frank is going to give him the ball. So if Lonzo was here, he's always looking up. He's amazing at outlet passes. He's always trying to advance the ball. He would definitely get guys a lot more opportunities. He'd put Julius in good spaces. He'd give Mitch great lobs, and there would be good spacing on the floor. He's a big guard and an excellent defender, so it could balance out and complement well with IQ as far as the lineups and who they'd have to guard and all that stuff. Like I'm 100% sold on Lonzo Ball, and I'm also an honorary member of the Ball family because I love the show Ball in the Family, so I'm very invested. So yeah, bring Lonzo to New York. I will get annoying. Boom. Key said, they said to G League him. Those idiots, those dumbasses, those imbeciles, those fools, those half-wits. They said to G League, my guy, bro. Stop playing with him. He is not one of them, bro. You see it. RJ is here. It's blurry, but RJ is here. Jamal is agreeing with Michael about Tibbs using Obi incorrectly. Yes, he says that's a fact. Tibbs is using him in the opposite way that he likes to play. Yeah, we definitely should play to his strengths. Definitely get him downhill more, and I like to see him make some reads out of the short roll. Michael says, Mitch being back made things so much better, both defensively and offensively. Such a beast, bro. Such a beast. His impact on the game is amazing, and it's so clear to see. Like, his impact is insane. I'm so glad he's back, and I hope that he's able to continue to get as many minutes as possible, get his starting spot back, all that stuff. Like, let's get rolling. Hopefully Rose is back soon too. Glad that he was out he had COVID. Glad that he's recovered. I hope his family is all okay. We really missed him. So really looking forward to him making his return. Hopefully it's Thursday, but with the COVID, his condition is probably thrown off, so it may have to be the game after that, whatever it is. But he is coming back soon, and that's going to help us as well. Boom. Leo says the Julius 3 straight threes had me going crazy, bro. I was losing it. Absolute mellow moment. Like I said, it was just a beautiful thing. It was so nice to see, and the confidence, even the heat check. If the heat check would have went in, I really probably would have flipped my desk, bro. Like, the heat check was crazy. I was like, whoa. And it, the way he cooked him off the dribble beforehand and took the step back, I was like, whoa. Also, Reggie shot well tonight, too. Reggie knocked some shots down. It's good when he knocks shots down, bro. Like, if you cook it out to him, knock the shot down. That's all we can ask for. Thank you. Let's see. Key says, swatting Russell's shot like the bully he is. Bully! Stop playing with my guy. Russ really thought he was about to bully RJ Barrett in transition. He must not watch film, bro. Who do you think you are? Who do you think this is? This is RJ Barrett, bro. Like, this isn't one of those little boys. Like, this is RJ Barrett. That's a grown-ass man you're trying to run through, sir. Go pick the ball up from the sixth row. Like, I don't know what you thought this was. Nice try. Set up something in the half court. Y'all boys try something again. I don't know what you were thinking. Yeah, he is not one of them, bro. Don't play with him. Dan Levin says, beautiful game. Agreed, Dan. It was beautiful. So much to be excited about. Not very much to be upset about. Love it. Love these games. Love this feeling. Dean says, when this team has the right guys on the floor and they take the correct amount of threes a night, we are usually successful. When we play modern basketball 2021, we are pretty successful. 53% from three. Guys are putting shots up. The ball is flowing. The offense is flowing. If you're shooting 53% from three, you're getting shots up and you're getting good shots up. We normally take pretty good shots, so we just need to get more of them up. We got to move the ball. And the ball movement was good. We forced the defense to react to things. Guys got comfortable. It was a beautiful thing to see. Jamal says, bro, when the Theo in, Mitch took a foul and the ref just didn't give it. Yeah, exactly. Mitch tried to. He really did his best for that. So, yeah, it would have been nice to get Theo out there. It was unfortunate. Bim. Adam says, it's always a good sign when you start laughing at just how good Julius is. Yes, I feel like we all got to that point today. We're just like, yo, he's ridiculous. Like, this is insane. It wasn't even really about the game anymore. Like, the game was at hand pretty much. But it was just like, yo, this guy is ridiculous. So glad he's on our team, man. Keith says, Mitch's return makes such a difference. He had great bounce tonight, excellent bounce, great to see him. If it's something that we've said a lot, I'm gonna start trying to get through him. So I'm gonna just kind of no slight to anybody, but there's certain things that we're repeating at this point, and I don't want to miss people's comments at the bottom. But yes, he was excellent, bro, excellent. So great to have him back. Love it. Dean says Mitch is an absolute freak and difference maker. He just does things. He does things other people cannot do. Like, he was really playing. It's crazy. He's amazing. He's so athletic. Some of the lobs he catches, love him so much. Chris Bosch, who says Michael? Is that about the Julius Randle thing? Yo, listen, man. Julius Randle is ridiculous. Like, Julius, and this is only the beginning. Like this, like I said, Julius Randle improves every season. And he's 26. This is not the end of this. Like, this is just. He leveled up. I feel like he's going to continue leveling up. I feel like the team is going to continue to level up around him. And I am just so excited. It's beautiful. I love it here. I love it here so much. Michael said, just like when people counted out. Oh, wait. Dean says, I can't wait to see RJ in the playoffs. I think playoff RJ is going to be huge. I think that he's a big moment type guy. And I really can't wait to see him in the playoffs. I keep thinking about that too. Like, he's going to show up for the playoffs. I think it's going to be a beautiful thing. Hopefully we can have even more people in the Garden by then. Because, yeah, RJ is he's a playoff guy. Like, I can already tell he's not going to shy away from the playoff moment. Michael says, just like when people counted out RJ last year, those fools, way to point that out, we can't count out Obi learning and improving from year 1 to year 2. Get him in the correct role or with the point guard that can find him, he can succeed. Michael, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Definitely not ruling Obi out. It's bad right now. I mean, that's at this point we got to evaluate what we see on the floor. It's not a good look right now. But I mean, that doesn't mean it'll stay a bad look. But give somebody else those minutes. Let him get to the G League, get his footing and confidence back. I don't know what it's going to take, but they got to do something about it. And yeah, he needs to be used more properly or use him more favorably. If you're going to use him, if you're going to have him playing minutes, try to use him favorably in those minutes and get him in situations to help him out. You realize he's in a rut, clearly. So, I mean, get him going downhill, like pick and roll. It seems pretty simple. So, I agree with you. Key says, how about that Alfred back-to-back forced layups with the turnover rate after to top it? I don't know what the hell he's doing sometimes. It's crazy. Yo, I really was trying my best not to say, I just wasn't going to say anything about Alfred Payton tonight because I didn't have anything nice to say. He made a couple of plays that weren't horrible. That's cool. He literally, I tried. I came in with a fresh, I was like, you know what, Sean? Watch, because I was on the Knicks Wall tweets tonight, so I was like, be nice to Alfred. Be as nice as you can. Be as impartial as possible, whatever. Like, don't do that today. And he literally started the game. Like, as soon as I looked up, Alfred was driving to the basket and didn't give it ahead to RJ. Then RJ fanned out to the corner, was wide open, didn't kick it out, drove to the basket, missed a layup. As soon as the game started, I was like, yo, this guy is testing my patience. So glad that Russell Westbrook got those 2 fouls on him in the first quarter, so we were able to see some good basketball get going offensively. And, when the ball was in RJ's hands, 5 assists in the first quarter. And then Alfred Payton came back. Then we ran through Burks a lot at the end, too. Alfred only played 20 minutes tonight. I'm not really, I'm glad he didn't play all the minutes. Still played more minutes than Emmanuel Quickly, which, I don't want him playing more minutes than Emmanuel Quickly. There's no reason for Alfred Payton to play more minutes than Emmanuel Quickly. Alfred had 21 minutes and IQ had 12. And in those, let's see, Alfred was 3 for 8 from the field. IQ was 4 for 8. Alfred had 7 points. Emmanuel quickly had 14. And almost half the time, that's an exaggeration, but in 9 less minutes, Emmanuel quickly had 7 more points, and they had the same amount of shot attempts. Like, we're better with IQ on the floor, bro. Like, I just don't. I mean, of course, some of IQ's points were garbage time minutes, but I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna harp on a whole lot. I'm not gonna complain about a whole lot, but yeah, I hope that Alfred Payton is traded, and I hope that if we get to the trade deadline and he's not traded, that we do the right thing and release him. He's in the way, bro. Please get him off the roster. Please, I'm begging. And Frank, I really love where Frank he got Denny with the little hezo, got him out of his shoes, and then blew by him, got to the basket, looked like he was gonna take a nice little floater, and then made a cross court pass to Bullock in the corner, and Reggie knocked it down. That's basketball, bro. Like I love that, and I want to have Frank on the floor so he can do more of that. He had a couple offensive possessions that were a little rough tonight, but overall, like I believe he can help us, and that's another part of the reason I want Alfred out the way, because if Alfred's back, it's going to mean Frank's not going to play. And I'd rather have Frank on the floor than Alfred. 100%, 200%, 300%. I would honestly rather have anybody on the, like, literally, like, out of the 4 point guards on our team, bro, Alfred is my least favorite one. Like, I think he's the worst one for the team. I don't even really like Point Burks, and I prefer Point Burks over Alfred Payton. I like RJ running the offense. Alfred being on the floor doesn't really allow that to happen as much. I like the ball in Julius's hand. Like, there's no reason. Like, he needs to be gone, bro. Like, please, there's no reason. We shouldn't still have to watch him as a starter. We shouldn't have to keep, like, succeeding despite him. Like, get him out of here. Like, he doesn't need to be here. We don't need him. Please. Get him. Like, that's my one request for the trade deadline. Like, I'm not even requesting to bring anybody in. Like, I would love to get Lonzo. It would be beautiful to make a Malcolm Brogdon pickup, but, like, whatever happens, just after Thursday, get Alfred Payton the hell out of here. Please. G League Barrett. Frederick. They're out of their minds, bro. Out of their minds. Dean says, not going to lie, I'm going to be absurdly disappointed if Elf is still on this team past the deadline. I may cry, honestly. Yo, Dean, I'm right there with you, bro. Like, it would really irk me emotionally to have to watch this guy for the rest of the season, especially if he keeps that starting spot. Like, I would hold the team back, and it would make me really sad, and it would keep us from seeing somebody on the floor who we'd prefer to see on the floor, who would be better for the team, and probably has more of a long-term future if they're here after the trade deadline. I don't know. Boom says, I'd be very sad. I'm right with you. Jules says, upsetting. No weapon formed against Rwan shall prosper. No weapon, bro. No weapon. Because he's got the weapons. It's amazing, bro. He was getting to the basket at will. He was finding his teammates. That little mid-range spin around, like mid-range turnaround, I love it. Like, I love RJ Barrett so much, bro. No weapon formed shall prosper. Exactly. Heat losing tonight is huge, too. Beautiful, bro. It's going to bother me, and that's the thing about it. And that's what I was saying in the beginning of the season. When, people were like saying, why are we upset about the Alfred thing? Like, if it was a game we had 22 shots or some shit and we lost, and people are like, oh, why are you that upset? And it's like, yo, like, he's like, oh, we're a good team. We're approaching 500, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, yo, every single game matters when it comes to seeding, especially down the stretch. So I'm going to have beef with the rest of the season, bro, because the Nets game was one thing, but the Sixers game, they literally took the win away from us. They took the win away from us and handed us an L. And that hurts because we should be in the 4th seed right now, squarely and comfortably in the 4th seed. Like, that game is going to go a long way, bro. Like, that's going to count. And so I just hope that we can continue to win games. I'm glad we picked this one up. I hope we pick up the next one because we need to be able to build more of a cushion for, boom. So, yeah, Heat losing is huge. Just honestly, I love when the teams who are, like, kind of in our range play against each other. And it's like, somebody's got to lose. Dean says, kind of feel bad for Obi, even though the lead cut down from 31 to 21. This is the time to let him develop. It's not happening in close games with Randall playing like he is. Got to find the spots for Obi. I feel you, Dean, but not tonight. Not tonight. It was really bad. I think at this point you sit him down, bro. Maybe at the end he could have came back in or something, but yeah, from 31 to 21, I'm not losing a game because I'm trying to get Obi to get back in a rhythm that he hasn't had in. No, not doing it. Not doing it. I feel you. I feel where you're coming from, but I'm glad I love, one thing about Tibbs, he is not going to give the game away. Like, he's going to make sure. So I like that. Boom. Christopher Russo says, move over Boston, most promising young core in the league. Yo, we have a promising ass core, bro. Like Julius Randle is 26. That's still pretty young, but when you think of the cast around him, RJ Barrett at 20, two-way stud. Mitchell Robinson is 21, 22, and just an absolute monster. Emmanuel Quickly now, 20 years old, 21 years old, and just a scoring extraordinaire. Like I'm very happy, bro. I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this. Especially if we're able to add Lonzo, that would make our young core even better. Let's see. Elite says Frank equals Danny Green and a good 3-and-D wing. Yo, I could definitely see Frank being a good 3-and-D wing, and that's why I hope we keep him around. Unless he goes for Lonzo or something like that, I'll get over it. But I hope we keep him around because I think he's worth more to us than what we would get for him in a trade. Like I don't need a second round pick for Frank Ntilikina. It's okay. We have more than enough second round picks. Just let Frank finish the season. Sign him to his 4 years, 24, 4 years, 30, whatever it is in that range. Give him that. Lock him in for that price for the next 4 years. And I think you're going to be very happy with the player that you get. If they're going back to the 10 to 15 minutes a night for IQ, I'm going to start checking out a little bit. It frustrates the hell out of me. Instant offense and playmaking, can't do that in 10 minutes. Bro, Dean, I don't get it either, bro. I don't get why he only got 12 minutes a night. He's instant offense, truly. He heats up. He opens the floor. I don't get why we're going back to 10 to 15 minutes for IQ either. I really hope that this was because, but I can't even say it was an Alfred audition. He only played 20 minutes. But, I just hope that they had a potential trade suitor for Alfred, and they wanted to see him get back on the court to see that he was healthy, and they put him back out there, and now they're going to get him out of here. I need it. My soul needs that. I really hope that when we play again on Thursday against the same team, Alfred Payton is not on the roster. But I also know that nobody wants him, I'm sure, and he has a no trade clause. So, I don't know. I don't really have the faith in the franchise to waive him because they keep starting him. Dario says, IQ sent Nato back to D.C., sent him all the way back to D.C., and he didn't even notice he was there until he got there. Like, he looked so confused. Like, the look on his face when IQ changed direction, he was just like, oh, shit, he is nowhere near me anymore, and I'm still moving the other way. Oh, it was beautiful. It was so bad, it looked like a push-off, but it was not. He was just like, all right, yeah, psych. Come over here. No? All right, bet. Knockdown. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely love it. Dean says, I can't lie and say I watched Dayton a lot, but what was Obi's go-to moves offensively there? Because he looks lost in the spots he's in right now. Still early, but confidence can't be high for him. Confidence definitely isn't high for him. I didn't watch a whole lot of Dayton. I watched some, and I watched a good amount of Obi's film after we drafted him. He operated a lot out of the post. He liked to get to that little jump hook a lot. He kind of just overpowered guys down low. He had moves in the post. He had a quick first step. They used him in the short roll and in the pick and roll and things like that. He was able to wreak havoc on people when he was coming downhill in the lane. He was a great passer out of the short roll. He made really good decisions. He was a great passer out of the post as well. They used him in the pick and pop, allowed him to get some threes going. They used him. They used him. We're not really using him a lot, and it's not going well from either side of that. I don't think so. I don't know. I think Knox has to get those minutes now, though. Dean says, RJ, multiple Deans. Both y'all are real ones. That's a great name. Dean says, RJ just does what he does now, no longer watching one of his good games, hoping he can replicate it next time out. He's established a sustainable standard for himself, and you'd love to see it. Extremely well said. Yes, it's consistent. Exactly. We're not watching and be like, oh, wow, if he does this more. I don't watch RJ now and think, oh, when he gets this shot down, he's going to be really good. Nah, this is his shot. This is his move. He has go-to moves that he's establishing. He's establishing himself, getting to the rack. He's creating. Yeah, man, he's doing it every night, and he's doing it on both ends of the floor, very consistently. It's not a fluke. It's not flash in the pan. There are really no questions anymore. This is RJ Barrett, and he's here. RJ Barrett is here, bro. Here. All the way here. 10 toes. Michael says, all I can hope for before the deadline is a move that gets us another shooter like Norman Powell and, more importantly, Alfred off the team. Would love Lonzo, but price might be high. Michael very well said. I think the Lonzo's price might be a little bit high, too, just because he's been playing really well this year. I know it can probably only be so high because he's an expiring. But at the same time, I think that other teams being interested is what's going to drive the price up because, you're going to have to beat out other trade packages. Excuse me. Norman Powell, I don't know what that price would be, but I'd like to get Norman Powell. He'd be a great 3-and-D guy for us. And I could see him fitting right in with this team. So that would be a great pickup. I'd be really happy about it. And yeah, like just get Alfred off the team. That's it. Most importantly, even if no one comes in, just get Alfred out. Martin says keep Knox. I like Knox as well. I mean, if there's part of it, if there's a move, if we can get Lonzo or something, I'm not gonna say no because of Knox. Like we're not even using the guy. To be honest, like that's the thing with Knox, with Frank. I love both of them. I would love to see them both get opportunities, and Frank more so, especially because he's getting opportunities and he's showing what he can be. So I would like Frank to stay, unless it's for somebody like Lonzo. But with somebody like Knox, I would like to see him. But if we're not even going to use him at all, especially with Obi playing as poorly as he is, then if somebody wants him in a trade, you don't not make the deal because you want to keep Knox. Like you're not playing him. Dean says, I don't think there's 5 guys in the entire NBA I'd trade RJ for. He's 20. He's becoming a young star. By the time we're ready to compete for championships, he will be in his prime, 25 to 27. I can't wait. It could be sooner than that, honestly. It could be 4 years from, like, a lot can happen in 4 years, and RJ can be 24. But I agree with you. RJ is untouchable to me. Like, I don't know. You got to come with I'm not trying to really, I'm not looking to trade RJ Barrett at all. He's 20 years old, and he's a star. RJ can be an all-star by 22 pretty easily. Honestly, RJ could probably be an all-star next year. But with the kind of improvement he made after year one, he's got the work ethic. He's built for this, bro. And he told us from the jump that he was built for this. And I believe everything that RJ Barrett says. Like he hasn't really faltered at all yet. He told us he was built. He's showing it. Even through all the doubters and the naysayers and all the shit everybody was talking, he kept his head down, kept grinding, and here we are. Year 2, 20 years old. Two-way stud. Love to see it. Martin says, super happy to be a Knicks fan right now. Love what I'm seeing all the way from San Antonio, Texas. Nick up. Hey, you know what it is? All the way from San Antonio, Texas. That's real. That means you choose the Knicks over a team that wins like 50 games almost every year. That's some real loyalty. That's amazing. And yeah, it's a great time to be a Knicks fan, man. We're all loving it. This is the best season we've had in quite some time. It's a lot of fun, and not only is it great this season, but we're positioned well for the future. So it's really exciting because it's like we're getting better right now. We're good right now, and we can continue to build on that going forward. And that's just a great scenario to be in. You know, Julius is a 26-year-old star, and we've got a great young cast surrounding him. So this team is only going to continue to improve. We've got a plethora of assets. We got cap space, like. We're in a really good spot, man. We're in a really good spot, and I was saying last year that we were in a good spot, like franchise-wise, with the layout of how things were happening, with the not much on the books, the draft picks, all that stuff. We were in a good spot, so now we have a good team currently, and we're in a good spot, and that's a beautiful feeling, man. Just for the franchise to be here, because I can't remember the last time we've had this combination of success and youth. Even our 54-win team, 2013, that was one of the oldest teams in the NBA. So it's like right now we have a good basketball team that we can support and really root for and like believe in every single night. And we've got a bunch of young players who just are going to continue to get better this year and the years beyond. So it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a great time to be a Knicks fan for sure. 10 toes, every single one of us. They can't handle it. Chef NYK says Mitch's timing on those putbacks were great tonight, bro. I was even impressed by when he had on a dead ball. I think they called a foul when Alec Burks had the ball and he put the shot up, and Mitch just like caught it over his head, and I was just like, yo, this guy is so talented. Yeah, the timing is excellent. The timing on that RJ drive that rolled out was beautiful because it could have easily been offensive interference, but it clearly wasn't. Mitch is excellent, bro. He's just so good. He's so good, and he has so much potential, and it's a beautiful thing to see. Let me see. Lavash. Let me know. You gotta let me know. Lavash says Lavash. Damn it, man. Lavash. I'm gonna go Lavash. That's my last guess. DM me if I got it wrong. It was a great game, but what is Elfrid Payton doing on the floor still? Don't know why he's still on the team, period. Hopefully after Thursday, that's not something I have to deal with anymore. Because if he's out of here, bro, this team is just purely enjoyment. When he doesn't play, I enjoy the games, bro. Like, there's never a time where I'm dreading anybody being on the floor for real. Like, so get him out of here, please. It'll be so great. Another sub-5 assist game for Elf. Of course, he's not looking to find guys at all. He doesn't try. I mean, he only played 20 minutes, but yeah, he's not. Of course, another sub-5 assist game for Elf. He's got 9 assists. I mean, he's got 5 assists in like 9 games out of like 35, 36 at this point. Pathetic. 25% of the time you get 5 assists and you're the point guard with no, and you're useless off the ball. Come on, bro. What are you doing here? Christopher says, give me that 4 seed. one of the best home records in the East. Yo, and we keep winning home games. Let's keep protecting the Garden. It's beautiful. They talked all that shit about protecting the Garden last year, and we were ass. 20. We've got 20. We've passed our win total from last season already. It's a beautiful thing. Very nice to be here. We've equaled it. No, we passed it. Yeah, 22 and 22. So last year we won 21 games, 21 and 45. So this is much better, man. This is amazing. And yeah, we're protecting the Garden well. And I want that 4 seed. I would love to get home court advantage in round 1. Oh my goodness. Game 1 in the Garden? What? It would go crazy. So yeah, give me that 4 seed. Give me a top 6 seed for sure. I don't want to be in the play-in. I believe this team is good enough to not have to be in the play-in, and I hope that we allow ourselves to be that. Like, be the team that we can be, because we don't need to be in the play-in at all. Boom. Reese says, I think Norman Powell is worth the look. I agreed. He would be a great 3-and-D guy. I'm definitely willing to give that look for sure. I don't know what it would cost, but I'm definitely interested in finding out. What's good, chat? We ready for Oladipo? I don't really want to trade for Oladipo. I think the price would be a little bit high, and then you got to pay him a lot of money. And I'm not sold on the health. I wouldn't be mad if we got Oladipo. You know, he's a really good guard, especially when he's healthy. He'd be really good for us. But I don't know. I have to look more into like what his health has been like recently. But I can't be that great. The Rockets lost like 20 straight games. Oh, I didn't do post-game player of the game. Well, you know who it's going to be. But yeah. Essentia, hashtag they will send water. If you know somebody out there from Essentia, let them know. You feel me? We're here. But anyways, tonight's post-game prosperity pinky up player of the game is Julius Randle, 37 points, 7 to 10 from 3. Caught absolute fire and blew the game out of the water in the third quarter. And, just our all-star, man. Beautiful to have. And he just wows us on a consistent basis and is a great guy that we can really be. Like, I don't know. I trust the hell out of Julius Randle, bro. It's beautiful. It's a great feeling. So, once again, post-game prosperity, pinky up. Essential post-game prosperity, pinky up player of the game, Julius Randle. I'll drink to that. Essentia. Never let your pinky touch a bottle of Essentia. It's disrespectful. Boom. Orlando says, if you had to put IQ in a package for Lonzo, you're doing it. I really be trying my best not to use expletives on here, especially not this certain one, but fuck no. I'm not trading IQ at all. Definitely not right now. Yeah, nah, I'm good. If that's the price for Lonzo, they're going to have to just send him somewhere else. Yeah, Jamal answered quickly. Hell no. Leo said no, sir. Yeah, there we go. Flavian, I hope that was correct. I apologize. Flavian says 28th ranked offense isn't going to generate a lot of backdoors and slashes to the rim. We're not going to fit if we keep playing like this. I want us to get more out in space. Hopefully we're able to get the other guy out of here. But yeah, I want us to get out more in space and get the ball flowing. I think a lot of that would happen if we were able to get the ball in RJ's hands more too. So yeah, and I think getting somebody like Lonzo in here would help Obi as well. But it's not really, and it's also not all about helping Obi. Like, it isn't. Like, realistically. Obi is not like the star of this team. He's not, it's not all about helping him. At some point, you got to fit into what's going on too. So there's accountability on Obi's part, which is why I'm saying at this point, I'm ready for Knox to get those minutes to see what he can do. Because if he can space the floor, if he can stand in the corner, whatever it is, and add something to the team that Obi's not giving us, then we need to try that out. Boom. Leo says, Sean, what do you think about trading for or getting TJ Warren for next year to fill our small forward spot? I think it would be a good move for us. Is he a free agent this offseason? And is he even tradable right now? Has he come back this year? I don't know if he's back on the floor or if Indiana is necessarily looking to trade him or what the price would be or if he's a free agent this year. But he would fit well. I mean, he would be a nice fit next to RJ. He's good offensively. He would create space. He shoots well. I wouldn't mind TJ Warren here, but I don't know how realistic that is based on contract and, availability. But yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Floki says, yeah, we needed this. We definitely did. It was really great to get it. I'm very appreciative. Lavash says, Lavash. There we go. That's Lavash. I'm pretty sure. Leo says, pinky's up for RJ. Take 2 sips. You're right. Hey, he does deserve it. RJ was excellent today. RJ Barrett is here. You feel me? So yeah, we will take a second sip. I will drink to that. RJ Barrett as well, just excellent, and it deserves being mentioned. So, essential. Once again, hashtag they will send water. Please, hopefully soon. Hashtag they will send water. Y'all real. Sleepy says, do you think our pace will be an issue long term? I think that when we initially acquired Derrick Rose, it did wonders for our pace. So I think that him getting back in the lineup will help that as well. And if we're able to swap out our starting point guard, and get a real point guard or put a real point guard in the starting lineup, then that would help. That would do wonders for our pace as well. Also, advancing the ball to RJ in transition would do wonders for our pace. So yeah. Who was that? Sleepy, you're going to have to ask me that question on Thursday after the trade deadline. When I see who's still here and how we're still doing these things. Because our pace doesn't have to be an issue all season. So I hope it won't be. Boom. Leo says, after next season, he's an unrestricted free agent. He's recovering from surgery currently. Okay, so he's not tradable right now. Like, we can't trade for him right now. He's still recovering from surgery. We can't sign him in this offseason. The offseason after that, I wouldn't mind. Like, I would hope to have filled that role by that time if TJ Warren is the prize. Like, I don't want to wait 2 years for TJ Warren, if that makes sense. Like, I would like to figure that out by then. I'd rather go get Lonzo today. Like, just go get Lonzo. Lonzo, IQ, RJ, Randall, Mitch. We're good. So good. Boom, 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 boom. LOL, real point guard. Yeah, come on now. You know how I feel about that. But on that note, that's about it. 56 minutes. We had a great time. 57 minutes. We had a great time. Very prosperous win. You feel me? 37 points from Julius Randle. 7 for 10 for 3. Amazing. He was on fire. RJ Barrett is here. He is here. 10 toes. The league has to do something. They got to deal with him because he is a two-way stud at 20 years old and the second best player on a playoff team. This team should be in the fourth seed right now, but we got robbed the other night, so we'll just keep continuing to fight. Hopefully those other teams continue struggling or whatever's going on with them, but not even worry about what's going on over there, man. We are coming back for seconds because the Wizards are food. So we'll play them again on Thursday, and hopefully we do this again as we should. There's no reason we shouldn't. So it should be a very prosperous postgame once again. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If they don't hear you, tell again. You feel me? Subscribe. Like this. Apparently that helps too with the algorithms and stuff. You feel me? So if you're watching, please click like, subscribe, all that stuff. Tell a friend. Send the link. If you got a friend who's a Knicks fan, let them know where you're at after the post games. We have a great time in here. Win or lose, post game prosperity or post game pouting. I really appreciate being able to do it with you guys. On behalf of myself and the Knicks wall, we appreciate you guys. And I say it every single episode, but I had to say it every episode because it's so true. And this episode isn't possible without you guys and the appreciation we have for you. So thank you so much for your engagement with the tweets, the articles. The Knicks Wall podcast should have an episode dropping real soon. Every single thing that we do and that you guys are a part of, thank you so much. It's a great community here. It's a great feeling. It really is truly a dream come true to be able to do this, to be able to have this excitement about the Knicks and come on here and share with you guys. I love you guys so much, like from the bottom of my heart, truly and seriously. Leo said, I was embarrassed as a nation when IQ dropped NATO. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But yeah, man, that's about it. That's all I got. So, enjoy your nights, enjoy your Wednesdays, enjoy your Thursdays during the day. And we'll be right back on Twitter for pregame prayers. We'll be there for halftime hopefuls, and then we'll be right back over here on YouTube after the game for what should be postgame prosperity because the Wizards are food, and we're coming back for seconds. All right? So you guys have an excellent night. Love y'all. Thank you for being here. All that good stuff. And the loop toward the end, just so that when I hit end stream, it doesn't cut me off saying goodbye. More words, hand signals, Heart on my sleeve hoodie's coming soon. You feel me? I've been saying that for weeks, so I need to actually put the link out. But the link will be out soon, so stay tuned. And go get a Lucky Lefty shirt, bro. Julius and RJ are both killing. I need a Lucky Lefty shirt myself. I'm going to get one. Julius and RJ are both killing. The design is amazing. Ryan is a genius. Everybody over TKW is just a bunch of geniuses. Speaking of everybody over TKW, we're also hiring. So we're looking for people to join the team. So if you're interested in that, if you saw that post, send an email, DM the Knicks Wall, Please don't DM me. Not even in that way, but it's just like I'm not like the person who's gonna be like, all right, you're in. Like that's not how that works. So DM the Knicks wall, send an email, and let us know how you'd like to contribute to the team and how you feel you could help. And maybe it might be a spot.